Thank you very much, Kent. I have a lot of people to thank, so I'll get right into it. I want to thank the selection committee for bestowing the honor of the Hall of Fame on me. I want to thank my good friend Rage Benjamin for nominating me. I really sincerely appreciate all the time and effort he spent on doing that. I want to thank the friends at my table, particularly making the sacrifice to come today since the Colts game is on. And at least this is one time that I can get a bigger crowd from my friends than the Colts. I also want to thank my son Steve, my daughter Tracy, who I think are taking videos for America's Funniest Video, for coming up from Dallas, Texas, and I also want to thank my wonderful wife, Nancy, for 56 years of wise counsel, advice, and steadfast support. There are some other people I need to thank, but I have to give you a little background before I do so. When I was a senior in this institution, I knew I wanted to go to college, but I had no idea where I was going to go. And Mac McCaffrey of McCaffrey Drive out here was assisting me in trying to get a football scholarship. It was the last week in March. Nothing had materialized at that time, and I was sort of scratching my head, and Matt came up to me and said, I've contacted the athletic department at the United States Military Academy. He said, you might be hearing from them soon. So I didn't know anything about the process for joining the military academy, so I looked it up, and I was reading along, and the first thing you have to do is you have to contact your congressman, congresswoman, or senator and get an appointment to take the test for admission to the military academy. And so it said you should write the appropriate person. It will be a competitive situation. There'll be many people trying to get the same appointment you are. And I'm reading along, and then if you're appointed by your congressman or senator, you can take the test. Even if you pass the test, it's still a competitive situation. It's very rigorous. And then the last line really got my attention because it said, this process likely will take you 1 or 2 years. And so it's the last week of March, and I'm saying, oh goody, I can sit here and maybe in a year from now, I might know whether or not I can be admitted to college at the military academy. The next week, I got a letter from the military academy. It said, report to Fort Knox in 2 weeks to take the admissions test. You have been appointed to take the admissions test by Congressman John Dingell of Michigan, and which I thought was strange, but nevertheless, I went down, I took the test. 2 weeks after I took the test, I got a letter from the military academy welcoming me to the class of 1960. And the whole process had taken 6 weeks. If Mac McCaffrey hadn't contacted the athletic department at the military academy, I never would have been admitted. When I got there, the curriculum was oriented primarily towards engineering. And the dropout rate in my class was 30%, primarily because of academic deficiency. And at the time I thought, am I glad that all my counselors and teachers who taught me and interacted with me at New Albany High School recommended that I take as many math or science courses as I could, because I did, and it helped me at school. And if they had not helped me, I don't think I would have graduated, and I will be forever grateful to them. So my final expression of thanks goes to this great institution, which I thoroughly enjoyed attending, to the teachers, counselors, and coaches who advised me and taught me during my high school years, for without them, I wouldn't have been admitted to West Point, nor would I have graduated. I'm very grateful, I'm very proud to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, but I'm also very grateful and very proud to be a graduate of New Albany High School.
For your active life in New Albany High School, West Point Academy, and through service as an attorney and in volunteer work at various locations, we induct you into the New Albany High School Hall of Fame, class of 2017. Congratulations.